Whew. Oh boy. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great Taco Tuesday. Another day is in the book. We are 2 days away from week number 8 starting. It is insane how fast time flies. It is already the 22nd of October. Soon it's going to be daylight savings time, and the days will be literally short. It was crazy today because I got finished working on the roof and things, came back here and sat down trying to catch up with all the news and things that's going on with the Cowboys, because there's always drama with the Cowboys. And I had that shade down because when the sun's setting and all that, it's too much light from the side that it makes everything else look really dark. And I got finished recording, and I pulled up the shade, and it was already dark. And it seems like it was just 98 degrees, hot as hell, dry as could be, and now, it's getting down in the 30s and low 40s at night, and the trees are already colors. And I'm going to tell you, one thing that is incredible, and I've got to take some time the next couple of days, is to go up on the mountains there, because the Skyline Drive and the Blue Ridge Parkway, when the leaves turn, it is just unbelievable. And that means we are knee deep in the season. It's week number 8. We are almost at the midpoint of the season. Now the Cowboys, it's crazy. It's crazy when we look at the Cowboys where they are right now. And you listen to Jerry Jones. The more you listen to Jerry Jones, you want to go like, ah! Jerry Jones is the devil. He's the devil. I'm telling you. Like my mama said Jerry Jones is the devil. Yeah. Because it's Jerry's world and we're just living in it. But the more we listen to Jerry Jones, the crazier it gets. I wish Jerry would just say, you know what, my bad. We screwed up with Derrick Henry the same way we did with Randy Moss. Because like my beautiful wife of almost 22 years now, wow, says, own your shit. It's the cover-ups that will screw you the most. Jerry, you screwed up. You should have Derrick Henry. First to say, we couldn't afford it. Okay, you sound like an idiot. Now to turn around and try and say, the guy who's leading the NFL in rushing, who's on pace for possibly the NFL record in running the football, to say he doesn't fit what we do. That would be like saying Lawrence Taylor in his heyday. Well, we don't want Lawrence Taylor on our team because, he'll just get too many sacks and he'll just take over the game. He's not what we want to do. Say what? A good team, a good coach finds a way to use playmakers. His whole thing was, and this is where sometimes Jerry Jones says stuff, and it's like the football gods are smacking him in the face and saying, no, you don't. No, you don't. We're going to prove you wrong. To say, well, if you get Derrick Henry, you got to run him, too many times a game. I'm sorry. He had 16 rushes for 167 yards. And caught one pass for 13 yards and a touchdown. Yeah. 16 rushes, for 167 yards. Just the threat alone of him being back there and him able to, being a big body, is exactly what would help this offensive line. See, here's the thing. Here's the problem with the Cowboys. And this is where I hope that we unleash Dalvin Cook. And that Dalvin Cook isn't spec. Okay? Maybe he's like Zeke Elliott. I know there's a whole, Zeke Elliott's dad is saying, you know, I'll give about $100 or $1,000 to anybody that can prove that Zeke Elliott has lost a step and all that. Okay, I'm not going to get into all that, but be that as it may, he ain't running like Derrick Henry. Okay? Your offensive line is struggling. The best thing you can do for a struggling offensive line is run the football. Because in the same way I described, what you have to understand, if I'm a defensive lineman, what I want to do is pass rush. I don't want to have any responsibility of keeping a lane, keeping my gap control, and trying to hold up a mother humper. I want to know that you're saying release the Kraken. I want to be able to shoot the gap. I want to be able to club and swim over. Quick swim. Okay? I want to be able to jab step and rip. Okay? I want to be able to spin move upfield. I want to be part of an X stunt. Because all those things mean I am running to the quarterback. Run blocking, that's different. I have to be defensive. I got to hold the line. Take them on the double team. Have to drop the anchor. I'm going to get pounded on. And the reverse is true for the offensive line. As an offensive lineman, pass blocking is really defensive. I know that sounds crazy, but here's what you have to understand is I'm putting more weight on my heels and less weight on my hands, if my hands are even down. Because I may be where I've got my hands on my knees. And I'm taking a step back. I'm having to try and defend my quarterback here. I'm trying to stop him, who's a raging bull. Running the football is, he's a stationary target. I know where I want to move him. You know, I want to, get my head across his hip and wheel my hips around and push him out the way. Okay? Or I'm pulling around, and I'm going up to the linebackers, or I'm pulling outside a sweep. It's more aggressive. And that's what the Cowboys need. So with the Cowboys' lack of running, again, it is, cause and effect. Without the Cowboys being able to run the football, they're one-dimensional, where the defenders know we're going to rush the quarterback, and you're making the offensive linemen have to be defensive in trying to pass block. There's no doubt in the defensive line. And this is where the Cowboys, it would behoove them to develop a run game. Now, some people will tell you it's the scheme. Now, maybe that's the case. Maybe Mike McCarthy's game planning sucks. Maybe this extra week gets them into gear and allows them to make some changes like it did last year for them to actually play better. Maybe they finally bring up Dalvin Cook, and it's like Mad Max, the guy who's been chained up on the vehicle, that they finally release him and he goes and kicks ass. I don't know which the case is. But right now, November 5th is not very far away. And you need to find out, is this guy viable, or do we need to look at trading for somebody? It's going to be crazy this weekend because both teams are limping into this game. Neither team is where they thought they would be or where they want to be. And the one that wins this game feels a hell of a lot better about themselves and the chances going forward. And the Dallas Cowboys, they can't afford to relax, to think, oh, San Francisco's beat up. I don't know if Deebo Samuels is going to be able to play. I believe he got out this evening from the hospital, which, knock on wood, I'm happy for him that he's out of the hospital. Pneumonia, typically, for the average mortal, is a couple of weeks to get over having pneumonia. A professional athlete, they say, 1 to 2 weeks. So I don't know what that means for Deebo, who is basically vowed to avenge Ayuk. He probably, come hell and high water, will be on the field. How effective will he be coming back from pneumonia? I don't know. But they definitely have a lot of injury issues with San Francisco. And this is an opportunity for the Cowboys to get back on track and maybe, just maybe, change this season around. I remember talking to Walker Wade so much, schlep rock, because it's like, oh, woe is me. Oh, the Cowboys are so bad. This is a rebuilding year. They don't believe in the guys. Oh, woe is me. It's like, Wade, don't bring me down, bro. Nah, don't, Wade, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But he said, we have to beat San Francisco. And if we do, I'm curious what Wade will say. What he'll probably say is the same thing the talking heads will say. Oh, well, San Francisco was beat up. That didn't count because they were missing this guy, that guy. Okay. All I care about is that we get a win. So, tomorrow's hump day. Oh, God. And the Eagles are 4-2. And I got to go on the Dan Saleo show. I ain't got to go. I don't have to go. But I will go. Alrighty, good people. Don't forget, tell the people you love how much you love them. Because you might not get the chance again, and I love you guys. And God willing, I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.